You won't believe the tension brewing behind the cameras on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. If you thought the drama this season was wild, wait until you hear what OG cast member Mary Cosby revealed about her relationship with friend of Britani Bateman. This isn't your usual petty disagreement. It's a clash of authenticity versus performance, and it's playing out in front of millions of viewers, whether they know it or not. Mary Cosby has always been unapologetically herself on the show. She doesn't sugarcoat, she doesn't perform, and she certainly doesn't play games for the cameras. But Britani? That's a different story. According to Mary, Britani is all about the spotlight, constantly positioning herself for the perfect camera moment. In fact, Mary shared a revealing moment off camera where Britani told her, "Save it for the cameras." Pause for a second. Think about that. Britani literally encouraged someone to filter their words, to shape their persona for a TV audience. But Mary isn't about that life. She fired back saying, "I don't save anything for the camera, I just beam." That's classic Mary, bold, honest, and completely unfiltered. And here's where things get even more interesting. This little exchange isn't just some casual disagreement. It's a window into a bigger dynamic between the ladies. Mary sees through performative behavior, and she's calling it out whenever she notices it. For viewers, this is gold. Watching someone refuse to play the game while everyone else flutters for attention creates moments that are impossible to ignore. It's the kind of tension that keeps you glued to the screen episode after episode. Now, before we dive deeper, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you love seeing unfiltered drama on reality TV, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the insider gossip. Trust me, this is just the beginning, and you'll want to be here when we uncover what happens next between Mary and Britani. Because here's the truth. Despite Britani's attempts to charm or manipulate the moment, Mary isn't buying it. She's tired of the for-show antics, the fake smiles, and the carefully crafted lines. What you see is what you get with Mary. And that authenticity? It's electrifying. It's magnetic. And it's making Britani look like she's on the defensive every time they cross paths. So what does this mean for the show moving forward? Well, the tension is only building. Every interaction between Mary and Britani becomes a potential powder keg. From whispered comments in the kitchen to confrontations in the dining room, the cameras are catching every second of it. And you, the viewer, are right there in the middle of it, witnessing a showdown that feels both raw and unscripted. But there's more. Mary didn't just call out Britani's performative behavior. She also hinted at the subtle ways it affects the group dynamic. In a cast where alliances shift like sand, one person faking moments can ripple through everyone's relationships. Mary's refusal to play along puts Britani in a tough spot. Either she drops the act or keeps fighting for attention and credibility, knowing full well Mary sees through it. And let's not forget the audience perspective. Fans of RHOSLC are savvy. They can tell who's being real and who's performing. Mary's candor is making her a fan favorite all over again. People love her because she doesn't care about popularity contests. She's honest, unapologetic, and refreshingly human. That authenticity doesn't just create drama. It creates moments that viewers want to talk about, dissect, and share across social media. So, here's the question. Will Britani ever adjust her strategy and meet Mary on the same level? Or is this tension here to stay? As the season unfolds, every glance, every comment, and every reaction could be another spark in what is quickly becoming one of the most talked about dynamics in RHOSLC history. Stick around because in the next part, we'll break down some of the juiciest exchanges between Mary and Britani, moments that were caught both on and off camera, and what it all might mean for alliances, friendships, and future drama in the Salt Lake City cast. Things between Mary Cosby and Britani Bateman have been quietly simmering, but off camera, it's a whole different story. Mary revealed that it's not just the on-screen moments where Britani tries to play the game, it's in private interactions too. The comment, "Save it for the cameras," wasn't a one-off. Mary explained that Britani seems to constantly position herself, almost performing in every conversation, every interaction, every glance. Mary's reaction? Pure honesty. She doesn't play the game. She doesn't manipulate. She beams. That small phrase from Britani, meant to subtly control the narrative, was exactly the kind of behavior Mary refuses to entertain. And viewers? They can sense it. There's a tension that doesn't need words. The cameras catch the micro-expressions, the body language, the almost invisible shift in energy whenever the two cross paths. It's subtle but explosive. And it's not just about personality clashes. It's about respect. Mary isn't willing to bend her authenticity for anyone, and that includes Britani. Every time Britani tries to engineer a moment or appear more charming for the cameras, Mary sees it and calls it out, whether directly or through her own unspoken energy. That creates a silent battle of wills, and it's the kind of reality TV moment that fans live for, the clash of authenticity versus performance. Some cast members have started noticing it too. While Mary remains firm in her own lane, the subtle tension affects group interactions. Small talk turns awkward. Social gatherings are carefully navigated. Even casual outings feel charged with an undercurrent of competition and unspoken critique. And for viewers, it's addicting. You can't look away because every smile and gesture could be hiding a hidden agenda or a silent rebuttal. Mary also shared a revealing insight. She isn't just calling out Britani for drama's sake. It's about energy and truth. She wants real connections. She's tired of curated personalities and for-show moments. And in a cast where everyone is always conscious of the cameras, that kind of honesty is rare. It makes her stand out, and it makes these clashes feel more meaningful than just petty disagreements. Here's a twist. Despite the tension, there are moments where the two nearly connect. Mary described instances where she tried to engage genuinely, only to feel the barrier of performance from Britani. It's like reaching for a handshake and being met with a carefully rehearsed wave instead. Those moments are telling. They highlight how fundamentally different their approaches to reality TV and social interaction are. And the audience notices. Fans are already picking sides, debating who's in the right, and speculating on whether this feud will escalate or eventually fizzle out. But it's not just about Mary calling out Britani. It's about the ripple effect on the entire group. Other cast members are forced to navigate the tension carefully. Alliances shift subtly. Friendships are tested. The energy in the room changes whenever the two are present. And that, in turn, makes every scene unpredictable. For a show like RHOSLC, unpredictability is gold. It's what keeps viewers glued to the screen, watching every episode, rewatching every moment, and sharing clips online. And let's be real, this tension has all the makings of a classic Bravo showdown. You have authenticity clashing with performance, subtle digs turning into sharp exchanges, and the audience watching every second unfold. It's the perfect storm for ratings, social media chatter, and fan theories. People are already talking. Will Mary stay true to herself? Will Britani change her approach? Or is this just the beginning of a long, complicated rivalry that could dominate the season? Before we continue into the next part, imagine being in Mary's shoes. Every interaction, every word, weighed against authenticity. It's exhausting, but also electrifying. And that's why viewers can't stop watching. Every moment between her and Britani feels like it could explode, and the suspense keeps the audience coming back for more. The tension between Mary Cosby and Britani Bateman finally reaches a boiling point on camera. Fans have noticed the subtle digs, the one-word responses, the side eyes, and now they're getting a front-row seat to the confrontations that were once only hinted at off-camera. In one unforgettable scene, Mary calmly but firmly calls out Britani for being performative, leaving Britani momentarily speechless. The cameras catch every flicker of reaction, and you can almost feel the electricity in the room. It's not just the words. They're carefully weighed, deliberate, and loaded with meaning. Mary doesn't need to raise her voice. Her presence alone speaks volumes. And Britani? She struggles to maintain control of the narrative. Every attempt to charm or redirect the conversation falls flat against Mary's unwavering authenticity. For viewers, these moments are addictive. You can't look away because it feels raw, unfiltered, and completely unscripted. Even in a world dominated by cameras and production, fans have already taken to social media, debating every nuance. Some praise Mary for staying true to herself, while others sympathize with Britani, seeing her attempts at performance as a natural part of reality TV life. The conversation online mirrors the tension on screen, creating a cycle of speculation, commentary, and engagement that Bravo thrives on. And that's exactly what makes this feud so compelling. The audience becomes part of it, analyzing, judging, and predicting what will happen next. Yet, even amidst the drama, there are fleeting moments of potential connection. Small gestures, brief smiles, or casual comments hint that under different circumstances, these two might have been able to find common ground. But for now, those moments are overshadowed by the fundamental differences in their approach. Mary's authenticity versus Britani's performance. That contrast is the heart of the tension, and it's what keeps viewers invested week after week. Mary's candidness also serves as a reminder that the most memorable reality TV moments aren't always loud or over the top, they're authentic. It's the subtle, sharp interactions, the unspoken power plays, and the clear refusal to conform that leave a lasting impression. And Britani, whether she likes it or not, has become a foil for that very authenticity. Their dynamic is more than a personal conflict. It's a study in personality, strategy, and the fine line between being entertaining and being true to oneself. So, what does this mean for the season? Expect more fireworks. Every dinner, outing, and reunion is now layered with tension, anticipation, and the potential for explosive moments. Mary and Britani's interactions will likely continue to dominate screen time, sparking conversations, debates, and fan theories. Alliances might shift, loyalties will be tested, and the energy between them could define the tone of the season. For viewers, this is the kind of drama that keeps you hooked, episode after episode. It's relatable, because everyone has encountered someone who plays a role while you prefer to be genuine. It's entertaining, because reality TV magnifies these dynamics in a way that's both dramatic and revealing. And most importantly, it's unpredictable, which is exactly what keeps people coming back to RHOSLC again and again. Mary Cosby stands out as a beacon of authenticity in a sea of performative reality TV personalities. Britani Bateman, whether knowingly or not, highlights the challenges of navigating relationships in such a heightened environment. Together, their tension creates some of the most compelling moments of the season, moments that fans will remember long after the finale airs. So here's the takeaway. When authenticity meets performance, sparks fly. And on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, that clash is pure television gold. Whether you're Team Mary, Team Britani, or just here for the drama, one thing is clear. This feud is unforgettable, and it's shaping the season in ways no one saw coming. If you've enjoyed this insider look at Mary and Britani's dynamic, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of RHLC drama. Trust me, the season is only getting more explosive, and you'll want to be here for every twist, turn, and confrontation.